He reached out for the knob, expecting to find it locked as he'd left it. Instead, it turned under his fingertips. He should have backed away, but that hard, stubborn part of him, the one that had gotten him through basic training and army deployments, seized hold. If he'd forgotten to lock the door, he deserved to feel stupid. If he hadn't, he intended to figure out who was messing with his property, and they were going to be brought to task. This was not just a lodge, it was his home, a fortress for him and his son against the world. He prodded the door open with the toe of his boot. Hairs on the back of his neck stood on end as he felt the rush of air behind him. There was only time for him to fling up an arm before a sharp pain exploded in his skull. His last thought was of Oliver as the darkness overtook him. Officer Daniella Vargas was still simmering as she drove her rental car from the airport through Silver City, New Mexico, and pulled off before the steep slope up to Cliffside Lodge. From the back seat, her Malinois, Zara, rolled her eyes in Daniella's direction, with her black muzzle resting on the few meager strands of what had been a basketball net. "It can't hurt to try one more time," she said to the dog as she dialed. "And by the way, you know you can't take Nettie with you on duty." Nettie had to be the strangest dog toy ever, but Daniella had not been able to get Zara to attach to any normal stuffed squeaking critter before she destroyed them. Besides, Daniella figured Zara had earned Nettie. Before she was fully trained, Zara had leaped up and ripped the net right off the rim after Daniella's basketball game at the community center, just for the fun of it. Zara was saddened to part with her hard-won prize, and Daniella had let her keep it. Daniella took plenty of grief from the other canine handlers over Zara's weird plaything, but they all admired the dog's incredible athleticism. She didn't perform such feats anymore, since she had the beginnings of arthritis affecting one of her back legs, but she was still plenty agile enough to do her job. The phone rang a few times. Daniella's commander, Tyson Wilkes, sounded weary when he answered, but she put that out of her mind. "Hi, Sarge."
"Made it to New Mexico?"
"Yes, sir. I'm on my way to the Cliffside Lodge now." She hesitated. "I was thinking that maybe I could get some security protocols in place to prevent any further break-ins, and check security in the kids' room before I return to the unit," she said. "A couple of days tops." He cleared his throat.
"Daniella, we've been through this. You're there for however long it takes. You're the logical choice for this assignment."
To be a nanny? A highly trained officer with a brilliant protection dog? Her teeth clenched. Because she was a woman? She would be more offended if she didn't know Tyson to be a respectful boss and a good man. He'd already explained his logical reasons.
"But we're stretched a little thin here."
There was an edge to his voice. True. The Rocky Mountain Canine Unit was small to begin with, a Denver-based mobile response unit under the auspices of the FBI. The officers and their canines were dispatched around the Rocky Mountain region when needed. The canine unit was busy as bees in the springtime, as her adopted Uncle Cal would have said. She kept her tone light. "Harlow likes kids. She would be.
We need her dog available, in case."
The gravity of that statement tamped down her ire. Harlow Zane's beagle was a cadaver-sniffing dog. Daniella offered a silent prayer that Nell's nose would not be pressed into service in the search for the baby the team had been frantically trying to locate. Last April in Colorado, a torched car was discovered on a dark road leading to Rocky Mountain National Park. An infant car seat and pink baby blanket were found near the car, as was an unconscious woman, Kate Montgomery, who'd been in a coma ever since. But there'd been no sign of the baby. It was 2 steps forward and 3 back, investigation-wise. A few miles from the charred car, another vehicle was found in a ravine with the body of Nikki Baker, wearing a blonde wig. Hairs from the